Really quick review on the StartX remote starter kit. This one's going into a 2016 Ram. Anyway, it's a decent product. When it comes, it's small, light. This one I got off Amazon. You can get it direct from the company too. They'll seal it up and busted the seal. And inside, you find 2 wiring harnesses. Let's see if that light, if I can do that, it just does what it's supposed to do instead of... There we go. 2 wiring harnesses, which would be this, which goes where the ODB2 connector is. So here's what you're looking at. This was sitting up here. There's 2 screws, 2 little screws, one there and one at the other end that come out, and then you pull it from the bottom a little bit, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Pull it from the top a little bit, like around here and around here, jiggle, 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 and eventually this comes out. All it's held in with is a bunch of these dopey clips. It's wintertime here, so if you yank like a mule and they're excessively cold, you can break them. So just, try and be gentle. Once this is down, it's easier to work on everything. So I took this down first thing and then just brought it down to the floor because it's easy to work on there. They include this tool. It's just basically a chunk of plastic. You can use this to remove the original ODB2 connector, which is this. It's the thing that you plug into when you want to scan the computer and crap like that. There's the original one. It's held in with clips. Can't really see them there. But I got to it right from the back. With this down, I just went in here and boop, you pushed one side and it came out on one side, pushed the other side, came out on the other side. Once it comes out, you put in this inline harness. So this connects into the original ODB2 connector and then this snaps in. Then you go where the key is supposed to go and there's a wire connected there. No problem. All you do is unplug that and that connects to this harness. And again, it's another like inline thing. Am I even hold the right one? Yeah, hold the right one. So it connects to the old connector that went into the key part. And then this one goes in. So it's like an inline thing. And then this rest of the harness, all it's got is a tiny little connector that connects up to the little computery thing. And then the other part, there we go. There's one other wire on that harness, and that goes back to a little pigtail. It's intuitive. I'm making like it's a big deal. It's not. There's basically this and this. So I had to plug a total of 3 things in. Up to this part takes you maybe 10 minutes, and I'm a slow worker, and my back is effed up, so it slows me down. Eventually, you're going to want to put these wires all back, but you do it at the end. Ignore those wires. Those are extra wires for crap that I ran, but for other stuff, like an LED light bar and junk like that. When you go to tie these up, they give you piss loads, where are they, of wire ties. And what you're going to want to do, you can use those. It's just, I like using this better. Let's see, Liz. Tessa's the company. It's wire loom tape. You can get it on Amazon. It's cheap. It's fuzzy on this side, and the other side is sticky. Comes in a roll. They're not a lot of money, but they are such sweetness to use. Whenever you see wire looms and they're like this, they've used wire loom tape. The tape only sticks to itself, but it sticks tenaciously to itself, so it's great. So I use it up here whenever I'm in a spot where I can actually access all the wires now, and I'll tape them all down so they don't rattle as much with the tape. Because tape's fuzzy on the outside, so it doesn't even rattle against anything. You can use the wire ties, it won't kill, but the tape's a little bit nicer. Anyway, the other half of all this is a 3-step process. So once you've got it installed, the instruction booklet, as you can see, is, let's say, petite. So they give you these instructions for putting the loom in, but really, this is one part where you won't need the instructions. You can just wander through on your own. You really can't go wrong. Hooking up to the computer, when you get to the point where you're going to hook up to that little unit, that's where it gets a little scary. Not so much scary, just tedious. So there's a lot of turn the key this way, watch for that LED. Turn the key this way, watch for the LED. Pull the key out, put the key in. So that's all these steps. Then you're going to take the whole unit out and go attach it to your computer. download a program, this WebLink desktop software, and then eventually flash that little thing, that little unit. And then you kind of come back out to the car and do these steps. So here's where you see mixed reviews for this thing. It can go one of two ways. If you're used to putting things in and you're used to that, hey, occasionally it doesn't go right the first time, especially when there's tech stuff involved. Sometimes things don't blink how they're supposed to blink. Sometimes I just move on and it's okay. Sometimes I have to go back and do it again. If you're okay with all of that, this installation goes fine. We're at most 35 minutes into this, maybe 40, and I'm completely done. I just have to button it up, but it all works right now. So it's not a long installation at all. You just got to be in the mindset of, I got to follow the instructions. I can't do a close enough, good enough. I work my way through. Sometimes it doesn't work. I work my way through to the end. I see if the car starts. If it doesn't, I try again. If you're not a patient person and it's got to work right the first time and you don't put much time into making it right, don't bother with this kit. It won't work out for you. You just got to be patient. So it's on the second step. So this one said wait 2 seconds. It should turn green. If the LED does not turn green, proceed anyways. That was mine. I proceeded anyways. I got to the end. It didn't work. So instead of restarting from the top, I just restarted from about this point. Disconnected the computer, reconnected it, put the key to the on position, and it worked fine after that. So long story short, it seems to do the job. It's tiny. There's no wire cutting. There's no soldering. There's nothing difficult. It is truly a click one thing out and click another thing in. The biggest work here is going to be just neatening up the wires to make sure nothing dangles down. Seems to be a good product. Remote start for under $200. You can't go too wrong. Good luck with it.